See, the enemy will wait till you get at a place where you just at a low place. Where you feel like they don't care about me. They don't love me. So then, when LaSonya do something that you don't like, come on now. All them thoughts that you entertain, so when you get by yourself, you going to hear all them thoughts. They don't love me. They don't care about me. They ain't studying me. Then next, it will cause a rage and an animosity and resentment to come towards you because I really didn't want to deal with, why don't I like her? Because she didn't give me a ride when I asked her for a ride. She couldn't do it. But I said she could do it. She knows she could have gave me a ride home, but she didn't want to.
Say something. Wow.
You see what I'm saying? Then you don't got mad at this person because you saying what they could have done through the power of suggestion. She could have did it. She could have let me borrow that $500. She got all the money. She got a husband and she got a job. Then now you calling these people money. You don't know what bill she got to pay, but you said she could have gave it to me. You got to be able to say, I got a problem. I can't count nobody else's money. I can't be trying to be controlling and run somebody else's house. I can't even run my own house. And see, and that's what God says. See, he said, because see here, you got to understand you can't be delivered without him. He said, because see, and I want to say this, because see, it don't have to make sense to your conscious mind. In other words, just because you may say, well, what Pastor Alicia's saying don't make sense to me. It don't have to make sense to you, but it's the truth. All you got to do, let me play a song that you say you can't stand. Play it for 10 minutes. I give you out there 10 more minutes. You saying that song you just say you can't stand. Because your subconscious mind has already recorded that data. Come on. Prime example. If you saw your dad was a drunk when you was little, and if you don't deal with those issues that you saw, guess what? When you get grown, you're going to be a drunk too. Unless you got to deal with it. You subconsciously got to make every effort. I ain't going to be like them. Somebody wants to, no, I don't want no drink, nothing drink. Nope. Because that's how it was with me. I saw my dad. My dad was an alcoholic. I mean, staggering and all that. And I said, I be in high school. They call, come on, peer pressure. You peer pressure all you want to. My daddy wasn't drunk, and I ain't finna look like that. So that was never my problem because I stood my grounds when it came towards that. And see, and if you don't stand your ground towards that you'll walk dead into that generational curse. And see, and that's why a lot of us walk into those generational curses because we sit up there and do what we seen our parents do. Unless you make a conscious effort to really change. Because you know, you say, I ain't gonna be like my mama. Who you like? Your mama. The only way you gonna change is when you consciously make an effort not to be like them. And see, and that's how you break those curses. Because see, that's how when I seen one thing going on with my family members, dealing with men, and that thing just, it got on my nerve. And I said, I refuse. You talking about hate that thing with a passion? Oh, I refuse. Oh, what you want your lunch, your breakfast? Here, 6 o'clock in the morning, getting your lunch together. I'm going to iron your clothes. Okay, I'm going to do this here. I'm going to do that. I saw that. And I saw all the things that they did, and it made me angry. And I said, when I get grown, my husband won't do me like that. And so it made me angry. So you fixing? I ain't fixing no lunch. I'm club. Nope, I ain't club. Because subconsciously, I saw what I saw happen to them. I said it ain't gonna happen to me, and so it made me in return not do it. So in other words, I was angry because subconsciously I saw back then, even though my husband had nothing to do with it, but my mind went subconsciously to what I saw in childhood. So I said I ain't gonna cook. Wow. And then anybody asked me to cook. No, I ain't cooking nothing. What you cooking? That's right. That's how I was. So God said, okay, now I need to heal you. Because through the power of suggestion, when somebody would ask me, you cooking, it would make me go back to them. Just like that. See, that mind is so powerful. We be thought, oh, I can't do all that. Yes, it can. Because my mind, I could be right here in 2015 and it went back to 1980 something. Just that quick. Somebody asked me something and I'm, nope, I ain't going to do it. And God said, no. We're going to heal you from that. Because see, now we got to deal with those thoughts that you have. See, because see, my issue may be with that. But what happens when somebody play a certain song? Or they spray a certain perfume. And somebody did something to you and they had on that perfume. It'll take you back to what happened. You can just have rags, even of your childhood. Somebody who used to date and you see that same as that rag, it'll make you think about what happened in your childhood. And then that's why, through the power of suggestion, that's why the enemy do that. Because if we don't ever let these things go and let God deal with it, guess what? You will be stuck like Chuck. Even though you're growing older, your body changing, but you're still, if somebody hurt you at 10 years old and whatever they did to you, and when you see a red chair, it make you think about that. Every time you see a red chair, you're going to always be stuck. I don't care, you 50 years old, you're going to always go back to how you were when you were 10 when they first hurt you. Because you consciously got to allow Holy Spirit to heal you of that 10-year-old girl. Because on the inside of this 50-year-old woman, it's a 10-year-old girl. And that's why you have some mannerisms that's like a little girl. Because you haven't been healed of those areas. See, that's why the enemy would do it through the power of suggestion. You see the red chip, see him on just touch you back just that quick. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what he do. He will paint a picture. That's why when you hear us say we tear down every false perception, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about them lies, those pictures, those smells. We got to tear down those things because, see, the enemy would do that to keep you from growing. That's why a lot of us are immature.